Okay, well, okay. Hey, we didn't have a long intro as we normally have. We usually have a minute intro, and I accidentally started it and early and whatever. But anyways, welcome to Between Two Beans, uh, where we talk about voice stuff. Um, we are on our episode 31.
That's great.
Um,
That's right.
you got
So,
anything?
I kind of do. I kind of
Okay,
do.
cool.
So, for this episode, we're kind of making it another little special edition. Um, we've teased it. Well, you've teased it multiple times.
Mhm.
We've had a little bit of a discussion about it here and there. We've had a lot of discussion off camera about it, but the day is here. Well, actually, last week was here, but we've got a weekend on Space Marauders. So, first of all, congrats, Will. So, you've got an amazing amount of time, effort, and work put into this. And it's nice to be able to see the fruits of your labor actually out there for everybody to digest.
Yes, for
So,
sure. Thank
so
you.
I'm so I think the goal for this stream is probably going to be a little bit of a developer spotlight on you, and we didn't talk about this ahead of time, so there
No.
could be there could be random questions. I don't know.
Oh,
What's your
okay.
favorite? What's your favorite color and all this stuff. We're gonna know everything. But
Nice.
yeah, I think what we really want to do for this stream is break down a lot of Space Marauders and your process, how you feel about it, where you see it going, and how you've really progressed, what you've learned. All the questions will be answered this stream about Space Marauders. So I'm looking forward to
Awesome.
this, and I'm
Yeah.
sure everyone else is too. This is a long time coming, and it's finally here.
Sweet.
So without further ado, Will, how are you feeling today?
Pretty good. I
Good.
also wanted to mention I got the banners working.
Yeah.
So I guess this is spilling the beans, or is it
I'm
Beaningful Conversation?
I'm just saying this is all in one bag of mixed beans. So because
Well, dang it. Oh,
oh good,
really?
maybe.
There we go.
There we
Beaningful
go.
Conversation.
Perfect. Seamless transition as always. We nailed it. First try. So so yeah, as I said, it's officially been a 1 week, correct?
Yes.
Since it hit live.
It's been slightly over 1 week.
Okay.
Um, technically, it's been. Is it 2 weeks? No,
I don't think it's 2 weeks yet. I thought it was last Tuesday
it was
or Monday. Last Monday, Tuesday.
Last Monday. Sorry.
Okay.
So yes, it's been 1 week. Gosh, it's been. It feels like it's been 2 weeks. Uh, so yeah. There at the beginning, many hiccups.
Mhm.
One thing I did want to talk about and to actually uh, put it out there for people to know about is the biggest hiccup that I faced, um, and that was video and audio.
Okay.
So, um, the if you haven't played it yet, we'll show you all it. But if you haven't played it yet, I do have a lot of video and audio being played on a visual device. But if you don't have a visual device, there's still audio being played.
Mhm.
Although I'm not 100% sure that I'm pretty sure that the without video, it was a great experience for the user.
Okay. So you're saying
Somehow
that
I
fired it up, fired it up.
okay.
Cool.
And but anyways, so on screen devices, I found out that in your APL, so this is a little technical, but in your APL, uh, you'll have a uh, video component,
Mhm.
and
Right.
in that component, you'll have audio, um, and then you can have it set to like background, foreground, or none. And I had it at background, but I
Okay.
also had the audio muted. So I muted the audio, but somehow it was playing or messing up the other audio. The APLA had, actual MP3s being played or just A speaking. It
Okay.
was still messed that up somehow. So you have to put your audio to none if you have APLA also being played at the same time.
Okay. Okay.
And when I say APLA, it has to be if you. I'm guessing if you just have speak out, like using A, not APLA, it would have worked fine. But since I
Mhm.
used APL and APLA at the same time,
Right.
and the those two audio channels didn't play together, even though I had it muted. Uh, it that wasn't enough. You have to set it to none, so for them to play together. So
Okay. So your headache is my benefit. Thank you
yes,
for that.
exactly.
Thank you for that.
Cheers.
Okay. So we'll definitely dive into some of that technical stuff a little bit. I want to pick your brain on a few things. So I'm going to backtrack for 1 second. And we've touched upon this in other streams, but I really want to make this all a one-stop shop for Space Marauders. So first of all, is where did the idea for Space Marauders come from? Was it pulled from some of your tabletop gaming that you've talked about, or was it pulled from some video game stuff? Was it just something that you're searching the skill store and there just wasn't anything there, so you wanted to do it? You just wanted something for yourself that you created, or maybe all of the above.
I except for tabletop, not
Okay.
tabletop, but all of the above. um, Also, uh, yeah. So what inspired me to do this was a lot of cyberpunk. Even though
Okay.
there's so many bugs and blah blah blah, that was like my first kind of uh, inspiration. And
Okay.
also like games like Marvel Avengers or starts with a D. Um, it's like a futuristic apocalyptic world. But you collect weapons and items, and that's what I was going for. It was a collecting type of game.
Gotcha.
And yeah, I haven't seen a game like this. I've seen tons of regular RPGs,
Mhm. Mhm.
where you do get uh, items, but they are more like your tabletop game type of games, where you get an item and you use it for a long time. Unlike the inventory collectors, you get an item, you use it, and then you get another item, and then you replace that item,
Right.
and then you
Right.
keep on building up your those items stats or your stats with the different items
Mhm.
and whatnot. So yeah,
I see. I see what you're saying, and that makes sense. I can definitely see a lot of those influences in Space Marauders. So well done on that. And that just goes back to those graphics that we had talked about. Some of the assets that were used. You created a lot of your own assets, or some of them.
So essentially, yeah, I created all of them,
Mhm.
but I utilized other people's assets because I say I created them all because they weren't technically for what I'm a. They
Okay.
were either 3D assets, so I had to render them all, or they
Right.
were nice 2D assets, but they weren't specific for this type of screen. So I had to edit them, um, kind of Photoshop almost every one of these assets
Oh,
that I
wow.
used in the
Yeah.
game.
And there are a ton of assets. I
Yeah.
mean, a ton. And it's
Oh,
obvious. I'm sorry?
yeah. No, yeah. I was
Yeah,
just thinking.
a ton of them. You spend 15 minutes in the game and you've gotten maybe 3, 4 crates or something, and we'll get to that part later, and you can just see the amount of detail that's gone into each individual one. Not
Mhm.
only just the artistic detail and the physical work, but even the naming. Every
Mhm.
item has all these unique names, these unique attributes, these stats,
And
everything.
that took
So
forever.
yeah, I remember, back before we even started streaming, you were doing another stream,
Hmm.
and you were working, I believe it was in Blender. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Hmm.
think is
Yep.
what yeah, it was in Blender, and you would just have a whole stream devoted to this one weapon, this one
One
item, and
asset. Yep.
exactly, and it was just
Yeah. A
fascinating.
full hour plus 3 more hours creating that one asset.
Right,
Yeah.
right. Definitely a labor of love for sure.
Hmm.
Um,
It's
yeah, well
I
done.
really enjoy the modeling part of it.
Mhm.
I do definitely do want to get back into more modeling. I haven't done too much lately.
Yeah, yeah. Other things to work on.
Hmm.
So, well, that's fantastic. And then we also have these backgrounds and these sound effects. So the amount of time, if you're anything like me, I spend forever on sound effects. I'll go through the
Yeah.
entire list. I'll pull in a sound library from somewhere else. I could spend hours and hours looking for that perfect sound. So can
Hmm.
you can you explain a little bit about the sounds that you chose? I know the med bay has one. Whenever
Yeah.
you enter the
So.
med bay, it kind of has that medical sound, that medical feel to it.
Hmm. Yeah. Each room on the in the ship has its own sound,
Mhm.
except for one. But anyways, almost everyone has its own. Plus, each um, weapon type has its own audio. Each monster death has its own audio. Um, each special has its own audio. Um, although, yeah, we'll continue on. Um,
So are you
I think
pulling
I'm missing some, but
There's so many, I know,
Mhm.
sure. So are you pulling everything from the sound library that, that Amazon provides, or are you pulling from other sources as well?
Other sources and
Okay.
the that library. I definitely utilize the library as much as possible
Mhm.
because it's pretty much no hassle. You just copy the code or copy the URL and put it
Right.
into your game.
Yeah, it is very
Um,
straightforward, very easy, yeah.
Otherwise, there's a lot of work to put into it to um, to get it to play on a device.
Mhm. Yeah. Did you find that you had to adjust a lot of audio? Did you find that when you were playing it back in testing that maybe the sound that you picked really didn't fit what you were looking for when you put all the pieces together? Or do you feel like you really nailed it right from the beginning because you had such a good idea of what you were looking for?
No, I actually did that at the start. So what I did,
Mm.
I went through every like, let's say it was a pistol sound effect, right?
Okay.
Uh, so I went through every pistol type of sound effect uh, I found, and
Mhm.
until I found the correct one, and then I
Okay.
move on
Okay.
to the next audio. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, that makes
So.
sense. That makes sense. Yep. Cool. So we've talked about some of the sounds, we talked about some of the visuals, but we also have video component that kind of
Mhm.
ties into it as well. Can you speak a little bit about that? Because various scenes that you, I guess maybe scene is the wrong word, different environments that you go to, or different transitions, or if I'm going
Yep.
to another planet, there are actually video components. How do how does that differ from just your static images?
So you actually have to create the video, of
Mhm.
course. I used many different types of um, um, software to create them. Some was in Blender, some was in Unity, some was in this fantasy creator that I have, um, uh, World Creator.
Okay.
And um, so most of what you see were all still images, and then they were compiled into a movie, like you would do with a still a flip book, you know.
Right.
Um,
Right.
so it's the same concept, except for 1080 pictures. So um, and so yeah, I take all the pictures, then I put it into a video processing software, and make it into a video. I then found a pretty cool thing online. I can't remember what it was, but it compresses your video as well,
Okay.
and that was a lifesaver.
Oh, I
um,
bet. I bet.
yeah, so I had like 60, 100 maybe meg a bit video.
Mhm.
So it, and then it like chopped it in half, if not more. And
Right.
so yeah, it came in handy.
Oh, good.
But
Good.
yeah, that's pretty much what I did. And so what I love to do with APL is layer. Um, I have a thing on APL Ninja that I showed this off about an old TV. I have this old TV, and then I photoshopped the screen out of it. I put it as its own layer. The screen is as its own layer, and then
Nice.
um, I put the, what was it? I put the video down, then the T, or no, yes, something like that. Yeah, I think it was the TV, then the video, then the screen.
Okay.
Might have been
I
the
see.
other way around. Doesn't matter. But
Mhm.
anyways, and so I layered them so it looked like you're looking through an old school TV, uh, um, at a Carts of Wonder video.
Nice.
Um,
Nice.
so I did that a lot throughout Space Marauders. Like in the holodeck, there's a screen where you can see the leaderboards and the bounties, and behind it is like a the world, whatever world you're at.
Uh-huh.
There's a little video being played in the background.
Right. Okay. That makes sense
So
then. So my
yeah.
experience coming from what you were talking about with layers is kind of a Photoshop background. So
Hmm.
that's how I'm kind of imagining this structure or this setup where I have
Yep.
kind of a base layer and then I'm adding something on top of it, maybe adding something on top of that one. So
Yep.
it's a very similar type of process.
Yep.
So that's good to know. When I start digging into it, that'll make things I can kind of parallel a little bit better. So
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting. Um, so would you like to fire it up and we can kind of walk through some of it a little bit, and then
Certainly.
after the demo, I'll probably pick your brain on a couple other things.
Open Space Marauder skill.
Welcome back, Space Marauder. You just received 50 credits, and 1 minor Medicube. You currently have 1 wounds, total of 2 Medicubes and 1 crates available. You have some crates in
Nice.
the
So if you're
cargo bay
watching
to
this
open them,
stream, you can
say,
see the
open
video
crate.
that's playing.
Yeah, so that video is a stream from NASA. I
Is
thought
there
it would be
anything you wish to do in the
pretty
stateroom? Or you
awesome to
can say
have
one of these:
NASA
Med
playing
Bay,
in
Cargo
Yeah.
Bay,
as soon
holodeck, or
as you
star map.
launch it. So holodeck.
Heading to the holodeck.
Here's
Would you
like
like
the
to hear how
video
you are
I
ranking
was
among the other
saying
Marauders?
is
If
being
so,
played
say,
in the background.
rankings or leaderboards, or would you like to hear the bounties available in Alpha 2?
Here's the
If so,
bounties
say,
right here.
bounties or bounties
Although
list.
I believe this is not correct, so I think I need to update this. And let's look at leaderboards.
Sure. Do you hear the
Leaderboards.
sound?
Is there anything you wish to do in the
Do you hear the
holodeck?
sound
Or you can
of
say one of these.
the device through your headset? Because I don't
Marauder
hear it.
Pigeon Scientific has first
Would
place,
everyone in
with
chat
the score of
everything hear it?
2049. Marauder Dusty Fish has second
Yes, it's
place,
going out.
with the score of
Okay.
1,331.
No worries.
Marauder Exciting Mirror has third place, with the score of 1,100.
So
Marauder
I'm in
Rebe
first,
Annabelle has fourth place,
but I'm
with the
also
score of
playing
0.
on the dev site.
Marauder
So
Apparent Anne-Marie has fifth place,
There you
with
go.
the score of 0.
I'm cheating, but not
You
really.
have some crates in the
Yeah,
cargo bay
exactly.
to open them, say, open crate.
I'm winning against all those people that tested my skill.
Nice. So we are going to circle back to this leaderboard. I do want to have a discussion.
Is there anything
a
you
little
wish
bit,
to do in the holodeck?
maybe dig
Or you
into
can
the
say one of
leaderboard a little
these:
bit. So
Med Bay,
we'll
I
circle
also
Cargo
back
Bay,
to that.
noticed this
holodeck, star map, or stateroom.
logo or avatar is a little bit needs to be shrunk. But the rest of them look pretty good. Oops.
Mhm. Yeah, the styling is nice. The colors pop. Yeah,
can't-
even the background right now is still moving. It's not like
Yep.
it's pausing.
Yeah, it's a video. It's a video that just keeps on playing.
Yep.
So
Perfect.
And this is of the world that you're at. So like if
Exactly.
we go to do a bounty, which we'll do here in a minute, the we'll see that it's very similar terrain.
Mhm.
So let's go to Medbay. Yeah. Medbay.
Heading to the Med Bay. You have 1 wound points. You have 2 minor packs available. To use one, say, use minor Medicube.
Oops. I'm trying to click on there.
Oh, I saw that. No
Is
worries.
there anything you wish to do
It's
in the
really
Med Bay?
immersive,
Or you
too.
can say
Like,
one of
the way
these:
things pop
Cargo
up and the
Bay,
style, and it
holodeck,
flows
star
throughout the
map, or
entire
stateroom.
game. You know, there's
Yeah.
that consistency, and I know I play on a Fire TV, so it's like right there, and it really does immerse you in the game.
So I have 1 wound point. I need to heal that. So use minor Medicube. Sweet.
You are now at perfect health. Try going on a bounty hunt. To do that, say, holodeck or bounties.
Hello deck.
Heading to the holodeck.
Now, as I said before, these might not be correct.
Would you like to hear
these,
how you are ranking among
bounties
the other
that have
Marauders?
listed here.
If so,
So
say
we're gonna have to
rankings
see
or
it.
leaderboards, or would you like to hear the
I'm gonna say
bounties
bounties
available in
here.
Alpha 2?
Mhm.
If so, say bounties or bounties list.
Bounties.
You are at Alpha 2 and the list for bounties is as follows.
Yeah.
Demon, normal,
I see.
demon, hard, earth elemental, normal, cloaker, easy, fire beetle, normal. To start a
Let's
bounty,
do a
say
demon.
the name and difficulty rating.
Definitely not doing it hard though. Demon, normal.
While we
Bringing you down to the
transition
demon.
there, like this
Now
whole
to attack,
scene
please
right
say
here,
your attack slot,
Mhm.
such as
transition screen
1,
gets you to
2,
where you
or
need
3.
to be with the sound effects. Just awesome.
So my sword is like awesome.
Bringing you down to the demon.
2.
We can tell you are a space marauder, for you defeated them with ease this round.
So going back to the world, this world was very similar. It's slightly different. I have
just won against
the
the demon.
video is slightly different than where you're battling, but
Mhm.
2.
The demon and you were too similar. That means a tie this round.
Too similar. That's 2.
Great job,
There
you
you go.
destroyed the demon and received 184 experience points. Your payment of 100 credits and a crate is on the way. You also leveled up
Nice.
to hear
And
your
like you
stats
said,
say. Stats.
every
Go back to the
uh,
ship by saying, ship.
bounty defeat has a different sound effect for that.
Yep, and I
creature,
did hear it. It was like,
Yep. So
that wasn't my sound effect.
Great job, you
I
destroyed
didn't
the
actually
demon
make
and
it.
received 184 experience points.
So
Yeah, let's go
Payment of
back to the
100
ship
credits and the crate is on the way.
and show the
You also leveled up to hear
ship.
Heading to the cargo bay.
I have 2 crates.
nice.
Oh boy, that was a close one. You are at 2 wound points. If
Yeah,
you want
that
to
was
heal,
a
head
close
to the
one.
med bay by saying, med bay.
Not yet. I'm going to open crates, okay? Open crate.
You just received common crystal, rare crystal and oathbreaker, which has the damage of 6. Would you like to replace
Yeah.
vengeance razor item?
Right.
That has the
Tough to
damage
beat
of
that.
18. Do so by
Is
saying,
a
equip.
damage of 6.
Otherwise,
and
you
my
can
other
say,
one is
trash.
like an 18.
Yeah.
Trash.
I just trashed the item called oathbreaker. You
I
have
wanna,
some crates in
open
the
this other
cargo
one
bay
and then,
to open
and then
them. Say,
show the
open
Emporium.
crate.
I was gonna say that too. Yeah, I can't hear what it's saying. I didn't know if it was gonna bring that up, but I was gonna talk about that as well.
Okay. Open crate.
You just received common crystal and plant breaker, which has the damage of 2. Would you like to replace vengeance razor item? That has the damage of 18. Do so by saying,
I don't
equip.
remember creating that.
Otherwise,
What
you
does
can
that
say, trash.
Trash. I like playing on here. This is really nice. This
trashed
the
plant breaker. I see you are wounded. I would suggest that you go to the med bay by saying,
it's whispering to me. I don't know why it's whispering to me. Okay. Emporium.
trash items to sell here, next time you come. I have the
Okay.
following for purchase. 3 ship travels for 150 credits, faction crate for 200 credits, minor medi cube for 100 credits, rare cyber crystals for 200 credits, major medi cube for 200 credits, or uncommon cyber crystals for 125
So a little bit about
credits.
this stream.
To buy something, just say buy, then what you are trying to
Each
buy.
time you buy something, the number on the left goes down. So there's only 5 major medi cubes available.
Trash items to sell here, Next
and
time you
then
come, I have following for purchase. 3 ship travels for
but
150
the thing
credits.
is, I don't have it
Faction crate
handled
for
where
200
if it gets
credits.
to 0,
Minor
you
Medi
can't
Cube
buy
for
anymore.
100
So
credits.
there's a
Rare
bug
cyber
for you
crystals
guys.
for
If
200
you want to
credits.
continue
Nice
to
little
Major
buy
Medi Cube
exploit
stuff,
for
there.
200 credits. Or uncommon
it
cyber
is
crystals
possible until I fix it.
125
So
credits. To buy
So
something,
you've
just say
actually built
buy,
in
then what you are
your own
trying to
little
buy.
economy,
yes, yeah,
kind of this like
uh-huh. This
scale. All right.
refreshes every a day, once a day.
Okay. Okay.
I don't know what time, just sometime in once a
Sometime
day.
in the future.
Yep.
Nice.
And
So real quick, so every emporium that's available on different planets or systems has different options. Is that right?
I'm
Or
not
is it
100% sure
random?
on that. I don't know if I did
Okay.
it that way. Or oops, I guess we're done. Uh, I didn't want to do anything else, anyways. Um, so yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let me actually change some things around here. So I feel like I'm looking away from the camera. So I'm gonna change my
That works. Yeah. While you do that, I'm gonna talk real quick, or just ramble like I always do. Um, we haven't even scratched the surface yet because we didn't talk about factions. That's in here as well. And so I believe there's 5 different factions, and
Yep.
each one has their own little specialty, their own little quirk that adds to the gameplay, which I'm going to segue into that by picking, Cyberlights, right, was one of the factions.
Mhm.
And they had a special skill that we'll talk about after you discuss factions and what you were going with for different factions.
Um,
So you
sorry.
had 5. Sorry, that's okay. That's okay. You had 5 of them, correct?
Yes.
And what was the point of factions, I guess, from
Okay.
your
So
perspective?
uh, it's pretty much like your initial build of your character. It gives you your base stats.
Mhm.
So it's kind of like if you wanted to be a barbarian somewhere, that's what it's kind of like. But it's also like your class and your race combined. So I just have
Okay.
factions. Uh, um, they they will, like I said, they have all your base stats, um, and some of them. So your stats are strength, precision,
Mhm.
and tech. You also have awesome, sweet. We got a like stream.
Hey,
Uh,
nice.
we
Thank
uh,
you.
we uh, we also have the hack ability, so you get to hack at level 3.
Yep,
Or
beat
if
me
you're
to it.
cyberlights, you can do it at level 2,
Mhm.
I believe.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, you can. I can
okay,
confirm that one.
okay, good. And then there is a high and low for each one of those, strength, precision, and tech. Um, and uh, so those 3 are also your 1, 2, and 3 when you say 1, 2, or 3 in battling.
Mhm.
1 is precision, 2 is strength, and 3 is tech. But
Right.
when I was back to the high and low, so a lot of games like MMOs have a high and low amount of damage you can do, right?
Right, like a range. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, but you have your base score. Let's say for strength is an 8, and then you have a range of 5 to 8.
Mhm.
So you could have a highest amount, could be a 16 or lowest amount could be a 13.
Yeah. Yep.
And that's gets applied to when you're battling. There's much more to it. I didn't want to get into detail just yet
Right.
on that schematic or that stuff.
Nice. Nice.
But yeah,
Well, that brings me to that hacking part. That was what I was gonna kind of segue into. Um, it's kind of
nice.
a neat little mini game that you included into that. So,
Yeah.
any inspiration or any reasoning or what the rewards, how that all worked?
So inspiration, I, I just like,
It was just neat. It was just
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
The funny thing is, I created the mini game before the majority of the actual game.
Oh, really?
I actually
Okay.
created the mini game on stream uh, before I streamed anything about the actual game. So that was interesting.
Mhm.
But it's pretty much Hangman, except
Right.
you're hacking someone else. So you're trying to guess their password
Yeah.
or crack their password, I should say. And it is just I have a bunch of different words it pulls from, and you will get uh well, before
You
I
get a
get into
theme
that,
too, right? Oh, sorry.
um uh so if you hack someone, do it at your own risk, because you can lose money. You can lose, I think, up to 50%, if not more, of
Yeah,
your
it
own
hurts.
money.
It hurts if you don't win.
Uh, but if you win, you can also win that amount of money. But you're also stealing from other people.
Right, I was gonna bring that up, that this is actual other players in the game that
Yes, these are
you're
actual
taking from.
other players in the game
Yep.
that are on the leaderboards, because I'm actually utilizing the leaderboards as a um, ability to pull in that data and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So, anyways, back to the game itself. Um, it is like Hangman. You get it'll say the category, and it'll say 5 letters long, or however many letters long.
Right, right.
And then your hacking ability. This is where I took from Cyberpunk. Um, is your hacking ability is for Cyberlights, it's a 3 at level
Mhm.
2. For everyone else, I believe it's a 2 at level 3. Maybe Pioneers or Animal Clan. I think Pioneers is a 3 at level 2. 3. 3 at level 3.
3 at level
But I
3.
think
Okay.
most of the other factions are a lot lower. They're like 2. But like I said, Cyberlights is the best hackers.
Mhm.
Uh, um, so if you really like to gamble, go for the Cyberlights.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's where I went.
nice.
I'll let you know when I actually win, though.
So then you start guessing letters
Mhm.
uh, based off of the topic and how many letters long. You just try to guess letters, but you only have that amount of your hacking ability of tries to guess the word, not the letters. Guess the word in that amount of time, and
Yeah.
each letter you say counts as towards that total.
Mhm.
So let's say it is root beer, or let's just say beer,
There you
and I
go.
say A, and they're like, oh, there's no A in this word. I say E, it says, okay, there's two, there's, the word is blank, E, E, blank.
Yep.
and then I'm
And
like
at that point, you've used 2.
2. Yes,
Yeah.
I've already used 2. Thank you. So I have to now guess now, or I might have already used all mine. Depends on the faction. Let's say I have 3
Exactly.
though. So I have to guess now. If I guess beer, I actually win. If I don't guess beer, or if I say another letter, it counts as another uh, uh, tick or whatever towards that
Attempt
number,
used, yeah.
and you used them all up. And that, therefore, you will have a worm attached to your account, and you have a certain amount of money stolen from your account.
Yes.
And
I have
that money gets deposited in whoever you're hacking. So they
right.
will have a nice bonus.
To the Space Marauders community out there, you're welcome. I have donated quite a bit of money already.
Nice.
I'm like, because it does it, like you said, it gives you a theme or whatever. And mine, like one that I
Yes.
remember was 7 letters, technology. And I'm like, technology, I got this, no
Yeah.
problem. And I'm like, and I'm cyber lights too, so I've got extra attempts. And I'm just like, uh, uh, oh no. And then, the worm comes and there goes my money. So you're welcome. You're welcome. That's yeah. It's so much fun though, and it is so addicting. It really is a nice touch to the game. So well done.
Cool.
Well done.
Cool.
But
And you haven't seen any bugs with that? Because I haven't done it actually. So
oh really? No.
I
No, I
haven't
don't know
done
if
it.
there's
I guess I have my dev skill. I could be doing
yeah.
it, but
Um there's no bugs when you lose. Let's put it that way. I haven't tested the winning part yet. So I'll
nice.
let you know if I ever win. When I win. I'm thinking positive. But that kind of segues almost into another topic that I wanted to talk about was ISPs, so in-skill purchases.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of in-skill purchases does Space Marauders have? So if I'm running low on my coins, my gold, maybe my health isn't too good. What are my options there?
Yeah. So first off, I want to point out that just you coming back every day, you get a bonus. Everyone gets bonuses, and I actually need it. I don't know. Have you seen the bonus change?
I have not. Is it a consistent? It's not consistent.
It's not consistent. It's not supposed to be consistent.
Okay. Okay. Maybe I'll look into that. I'll keep an eye on that a
Okay,
little bit better.
because I haven't seen it change, but it's supposed to change almost every other day.
Okay.
So you do not need to buy anything to play the game, but I do have a cap on it. I have a level cap. I have a level cap of level 10.
hmm
Now, right now, the max level is 30. This will probably, increase as more I get more people in it, and whatever.
Right. Kind of expand a little bit. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'll expand it. But right now it's level 30, but there's a level cap at 10. And to get past that level cap, there's two things. You can either get past it by purchasing a subscription, or a one-time purchase of remove level cap, I think it's called, or something like that.
Okay.
So there's those two options to get past level 10. Or I'm not a Grinch. I have another way. If you don't want to buy it, you can still play it, and you can restart your game. And at level 1, at 0, you get fresh new equipment. You can pick your new faction if you wish. it's totally open. So,
Okay.
but you do not have your credits anymore. You do not have your experience anymore. Obviously, you don't have your experience. You don't have your awesome weaponry anymore. You're
Right. You're
starting
starting
from
in a blank slate.
scratch. So that is there. Also, so I have, like I said, there's 2 subscriptions, a yearly and a monthly.
Okay.
The yearly obviously is cheaper. You get a little, it's a little cheaper per month. But then there's the monthly. Then there's the one-time purchase, like I said. Then I have consumables. I
Okay.
have a gold crate, gold crate, a platinum crate, a I'll go into depth on those in a second, and
Is it a
one more thing.
faction? Is it specifically faction?
No.
No.
Healing pod energy
Oh,
or
okay.
healing pod energy. So the gold crate, you get, I believe it's a 10% increase to get more rare items.
Mhm.
I believe it's 10%. Don't quote me on that one. I believe I have it in the other things. I could probably look here in a second. Okay, let's see. 10%. I was right.
Okay.
So you
10%.
get 10% to get a rare item, better chances to get a rare item, and then the platinum crate, you have 20% chance increase to get a rare item.
Nice.
This is not guaranteed. So, and this is real money too.
Right.
I can't guarantee you're going to get a rare item, but you have a 20% chance better to get a rare item. And then healing pod energy does exactly what it says. It gives you a healing pod energy. And to use a healing pod, you actually get one right off the bat. But it cures all your wounds. Or you can, I know it automatically will use this if you completely die.
Yes. Yeah, I've found that one out too.
And you have enough credits, it will use a healing pod energy to heal you back up to 100%. So, yeah, there's that.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. Well, that's really good. So it looks like, and sounds like you've covered all your bases. You've
All the
covered all
ISPs.
the exactly, which isn't a
Yep.
bad thing at all. So, what all did the subscription include?
So the subscription includes your better daily items. You become a VIP
Mhm.
then, and you get like you actually get a gold crate if you come back after 7 days in a row. You come back and you get a gold crate at the end.
That's right there's worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's and then you get the level 10 cap unlocked.
Perfect. Okay. Nice.
But yeah, all of the daily bonuses increased, if not doubled.
Hmm. Cool. Cool. So we kind of covered quite a bit of Space Marauders. Um, the one thing that I did want to touch upon was leaderboards. You created this whole leaderboard system from scratch, basically, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This was your own style. This was your own creation.
Yep. And it's been really awesome, I think, because I can, and actually I have a lot of these things like all the monsters on each planet. All those get refreshed like every 10 minutes or every 5 minutes. So
Okay.
you get maybe it's every minute. I can't remember. There's a bunch of refreshed bounties. I want to say it's every 5 minutes. Uh, and I'll get back to the leaderboards. But and then also the marketplace that we slightly touched on. You can get a faction crate there. You were talking about faction crates. You
That's
can
what
get
I
a
was thinking
faction
of. Okay.
crate in the Emporium
Okay.
store. That uses credits, not real money. So yeah, that's that. But then yeah, the leaderboard. It was my own creation. I was kind of sick and tired of other companies, APIs, and stuff like that. Um, it was either too complicated for me, um, or they had poor documentation,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
or they didn't have what I wanted. One of the things was I really wanted, especially for this game, is to update your avatar. And only if you play on a device with a screen, you get to see your avatar. And it's coming soon. I'm going to have the ability to see all your avatars. But right now, unfortunately, if you purchase an avatar, it replaces the avatar you already have.
Okay.
And there's no saving that stuff at all. But soon I'm going to have it where it saves all the avatars, and then you can also select between the avatars,
Right.
whatever.
Right. That makes
So
sense.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was one thing that I wanted, is be able to update your avatar. So on the leaderboards, I have avatars on the there's a couple other screens. I know on the battle you have your avatar, and then
Yep.
there's another screen that there's the avatars. Oh, your inventory. We didn't even look at the inventory screens. I can't believe that.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
inventory or stats screen both have your avatar on them as well.
Yeah.
So
There is. We have talked, like I said, we've talked so much about individual components of Space Marauders, but there is so much to unpack with this game.
yes,
I mean, so many little layers, so many different details. Um, you know, it's like every time you get to one section, there's other routes like that branch off from that that you could just go into another discussion about. I mean, really, really well done. Um, I'm enjoying playing it, and I really think that everybody listening should give it a shot. Check it out. Feedback. I'm sure you're always up for feedback. Always
oh
looking
yes,
for
yes.
the latest and greatest. Um,
Either at me on Twitter or PM me on Discord or Slack or wherever you see me. So
yeah, yeah. Anything else you'd like to bring up about it? I'm sure we'll touch upon this again and again, just because I know that you had plans for, like you said, the avatars, those types of things.
yeah,
Some bug fixes here and there, whatever you would come across. So,
definitely look out for the avatars. One thing I did want to throw out there, you don't even know about this, Kevin,
oh
I,
man,
and
yeah.
is I'm gonna have like a. It's kind of weird, kind of quirky, but I'm gonna have like a pet. So
Oh wow,
you can.
wow.
I don't know if any Android users out there, but you can unlock these eggs and then hatch these pets like that. But it's actually going to do something for your game too. So it's going to, each pet will have its own boost to certain stats or whatever.
Oh wow.
Um,
Wow.
But yeah, I'm gonna be having pets in the future, and
That's
I don't
awesome.
want to say near future,
Yeah.
just future.
No. Adding another whole layer to the game, you know.
Hmm.
And that's really cool is once you have this community playing and people are getting comfortable and then you're just coming in and you're shaking things up again. So that's pretty cool. Well,
Yep.
that's awesome. I'm looking forward to it. Um, so yeah, I definitely recommend giving it a shot, checking it out. You can, like you said, it's great. I mean, spectacular on visual devices like the Show or the Fire TV, but it plays well on just your regular Dot or Echo device as well. So
Yep.
yeah, it's nice to see a developer take both into consideration. You know,
Yep.
everything uses voice, right?
Yep.
But it's nice to have the glitter and the sparkle of the visual, but it's absolutely not needed. You know,
Hmm.
you don't absolutely have to play it that
Yeah.
way. So,
Um, you literally can do everything with a regular Echo.
yep,
So, yep.
yeah, well done, Will. Well done.
Thank you.
So, but like I said, we'll definitely retouch. Excuse me. We'll touch upon this a little bit more in the future. Any
Mhm.
updates and things, we'll keep everybody updated on. Give it a shot. Give it a review. You know, definitely give
Yes,
some
please.
feedback. Always helpful. So I'm super excited that it's out. I'm glad that we had this discussion. I learned a little bit as well, even though I've been playing, but it's nice to see kind of the behind the scenes and get that whole process of how it all
I
came together.
completely forgot to share links.
Oh,
So
that's all right. That's all right.
I'm doing that right now. Oops.
Sure. So while
Um,
you, yeah, go ahead.
mhm. No, I was gonna say, did you want to switch to the next?
Yeah, sure. So, while you get those links set up so that everybody can easily click them or get to them, I'm going to talk about my bean of the week. Um, I, so before the dark times, the COVID times, I had a different job and I used to travel all the time. I think I've mentioned this before, but I was in hotel rooms quite a bit and all that. So I picked up a Nintendo Switch whenever they came out. I was super excited because it was portable, but I could dock it and I could get, just some gaming in just to kill some time or whatever when I was stuck
Hmm.
in a hotel room. But I had Joy-Con drift. Have you heard of this, Will?
Yes.
Okay. I suffered from left Joy-Con drift. So I don't know if I'm an aggressive gamer and I just like kill that D-pad thing.
Hmm.
I don't know. But I experienced my Joy-Con drift, so I replaced both of them with official Nintendo Joy-Con uh, controllers again, and I had the same thing pop up, and
Really?
so I did. So it was one after the other. So I'm like, oh man, and so I decided that I'm just gonna try these third parties, and they were almost more than half the cost.
Yeah.
And they look the exact same. They feel
Hmm.
the exact same.
Wow.
I cannot tell a difference in the weight or the balance or anything. Like even the vibration motor feels the same.
Hmm.
Um, the joystick on it feels a little tighter, but maybe that's because I haven't used it as much. But I have picked up these third party ones and nothing but good things to say about them so far.
Nice.
So, if that changes again in the next 3 months or so,
Uh huh.
sure, but, I'm really happy with these ones. So, they were
Very cool.
cheaper and they're doing the job. So, yeah, when you're up for just on the go gaming, sometimes this is a nice little
Yeah,
choice.
I love the Switch. I actually wish I played it more, but I'll I also have a third party or off brand Pro controller,
Okay, okay.
and I love it. It's amazing, um,
Mhm.
and it, like you said, it's half the price. So,
Yeah, yeah, and it does just as well. So
mhm.
yeah, but that's my
So
bean of the week.
mine uh isn't Space Marauders, you know. We talked enough about that. Mine is this. Boylan root beer.
Nice. Are you?
I was like I could not think of anything. I was like, I haven't really shared that as a beat of the week.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
made some guest appearances on stream, but
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I just love their root beer. It's so delicious.
Hmm.
It's spendy, but I would say between like IBC, um, and other bottled type of root beers, it's
Hmm.
pretty close to that. So
Yeah, yeah. And where do you typically get it from? You ship it to your house? You get it from the grocery store,
no,
or
grocery store, yeah.
okay,
hmm
yeah,
Uh, uh,
nice.
we shop at Myers, so
Okay,
I'm not sure if I know Meyer is from I believe Michigan,
okay.
um, if not Canada. I can't remember, but
I have no
so
idea what a Myers is, being from
it's a
Pennsylvania,
Walmart,
but okay,
Walmart, Target type of deal. So it's a
okay,
big superstore.
nice.
But yeah,
Hmm. Cool, cool. I'll have to keep my eyes open for it more. Um, I haven't really seen it on the shelves in my
Eh,
area.
that's too bad.
Um, yeah, but there are a few like local cafe kind of mom and
It's
pop shops
it's
that'll
bottled
carry it.
in New York. I mean, it's even on the east side.
Yeah, yeah. I maybe they'll have it at Giant Eagle, my grocery store.
Yeah, there you go.
So, but yeah, I've had it before. I enjoy it. It's a nice treat for me whenever I get the chance to grab a bottle or two.
Nice. Yeah,
Well, that's
delicious.
awesome. Well, this was a fantastic stream, Will.
I
I
was
pre-
not planning for all this, but thank you. This was great.
yeah, it really was. I'm glad we got to deep dive into it. Looking forward to hearing more about the development. It was nice to kind of get your end pers- I say end perspective, but that's not exactly. There's never an end. You know how that goes in development.
Yep.
But
At
but
games in general. I mean, you
well,
still
that's
want to.
true.
I,
That's
I
true.
I'm always updating Cards of Wonder. So
Yeah, yeah, that's true too. But yeah, we as viewers on the outside have seen pieces and parts, and we've talked a little
mhm.
bit here and there. But it's nice to have that one big piece that we can just break it all down. So appreciate the time for you doing it. Well, that
Yeah.
was I know we put you on the spot a little bit, but
Nah.
so unless there's anything else that you had, I hope everybody has a great week, and we will definitely catch you next time.
Yeah. Uh, like Kevin said, have a great week and catch you next week. Uh, we don't know what we're doing, but we'll do something. So we'll be here.
Yeah.
You too. All right.